Hey y'all, part 9 of A Walk Down Cinema Hall of Fame, and today we are looking at the first ever, supposedly, summer blockbuster, Jaws. Very exciting, so without further ado, let's get into it. I do want to mention first, we're at 1975, and in case you haven't noticed, we've been going through like history order. And you may have noticed that I have just skipped The Godfather, and the reason is because I just haven't watched it yet. And I should also mention a lot of these are kind of just based on my opinion as well. So there might also be some films in the future of this series that aren't majorly considered to be like big films, but in my opinion, they are big films, and they kind of influence what I um, what I like to do and what I would like to do as a director. First things first, I just want to point out. There we go. I just want to point out how I love how Jaws intentionally draws out the suspense with all the camera work, hiding the shark for most of the movie, and then of course we got to compliment John Williams' ancient and classic score for this movie. It works really well to draw out the suspense, and I like how it really draws out this story. So that's pretty cool. This movie also uses some really cool film techniques, like, of course, the dolly zoom when, forgive me, but I forgot the main character's name, sees the shark attacked point from his point of view. And then it also does this really cool thing, which I looked it up. It's a shot where there's a person in the foreground like this, but there's also a person in the background, and like this kind of the middle is like parted like with my face, and like you can see the person clearly just in the background there. I looked that kind of shot up. Apparently it is called a split diopter shot, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I really like the film techniques that this movie uses because the directing and cinematography is on point. The last thing I wanted to mention was that, like I mentioned before, John Williams' score is amazing in this, and it's an absolute classic. But there's in the scene where Quint is getting killed by the shark, you can't hear anything but his panic, and I guess the water in the background and like the boat sound effects. But really, it's really just his panic that you can hear. There's no score or anything. And I think it's really good because it makes the scene like all the more real and unsettling. So I think that's really cool. So that's all I've got for Jaws. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week with the next episode.